morning and welcome to Oscar Adams Gymnasium at Judge Green Court. Urbana High School, Jason Liggett joined by Urbana High School senior Hugo Besseril. And Hugo, what a contest we have tonight between the visiting Normal Community Ironmen and your Urbana Tigers. It's senior night here at the O, and what can we expect primarily with this all-senior starting lineup?
Really good game, exciting game, really fast-paced because a lot of these seniors are really experienced.
Really experienced, a little bit different look for the starting lineup, but fast-paced is right, as this Urbana team really likes to move the ball. Trey Walker, Chris Cross, Michael Neal, Mackay Smith, Bryson Tatum, all getting the start for Coach Verdell Jones's Tigers here. And we have Normal Community in the orange, the Urbana Tigers in the white. So Normal Community gets the tip here as they move the ball around. Some good defense so far by the Urbana Tigers. There's Gillespie kicking it out to Trey Red. Trey Red drives inside and gets the bucket. So the Ironmen strike first here. It's a 2-0 ball game. And here comes Bryson Tatum bringing the ball up for Urbana. Over to Chris Cross. Cross drives inside, pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound to Normal Community. Jimmy Gillespie, Griffin McCluskey, Trey Red, Mitchell Sauter, and Zach Cleveland getting the start for the Ironmen, and Cleveland throws in a bucket there to take a 4-0 lead in favor of Normal Community. 6:49 remaining here in the first. We appreciate you tuning in on the Tigers Media Network, whether that's streaming live on our Facebook page at Urbana Public TV or watching later, youtube.com/UPTV6 or Urbana Public Television. And a quick three-pointer there from number 11. That's Mitch Sauter for the Ironmen. They're up 7-0 early here. So see how Urbana reacts to this. And there's Urbana's first points of the game coming from number 21, Michael Neal. Neal hasn't necessarily been a natural starter this season, but on senior night, he's getting the start. He's played some good minutes off the bench, and we've seen that in a couple of games so far. Tigers with the steal. Here comes Tatum, dishes it off to Cross, and Chris Cross inside for the layup. Tigers trail by 3. It's a 7-4 ball game here in the first. See if Urbana can get another defensive stop here, and that'll be big. Normal Community to the big man down low. He doesn't get it, but tipping that one back in is Jimmy Gillespie. Gillespie, a senior guard for the Ironmen. And Urbana going to work here. Tatum up top. Pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound to Normal Community. And Normal Community gets it inside to Gillespie. He went up for the bucket, couldn't get it to fall, and getting the rebound is Zach Cleveland. And Cleveland fouled, and he's headed to the line for a couple of shots. It's a 9-4 ball game, 4:57 remaining here in the first. He sinks the first one. Well, and this is something we haven't seen too often here, Hugo, is the fact that the Tigers usually off to the hot start or moving the pace of the game, but Normal Community really a fast-paced team as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they really started off really, really fast. First couple of seconds, they scored.
Well, one other thing that we've seen from Urbana and these Coach Jones squads over the last few years is they're pretty persistent. So travel called there on the Ironmen. It will be Urbana basketball. Mackay Smith inbounds this one for the Tigers and gets it to Trey Walker. Walker over to Tatum now, and Tatum finds Cross in the corner. Cross with some good ball handling moves. Back over to Tatum. Nothing going yet for the Tigers as Tatum and Cross, the natural starters, trying to get something going here. 4 minutes remaining in the first. Tigers trail by 6. And foul on the floor. So will be Tigers basketball underneath. Mitchell Sauter called for the first foul for Normal Community. Cross gets this one to Walker, right back to Cross. Cross, corner three. That's his shot, but he couldn't get that one to go. It rims out, and Tigers trail by 6. It's 10-4 ball game. McCluskey with the ball there for Normal Community, and a foul is called on Makai Smith for the Tigers. That's Smith's second foul, Tigers' second team foul. Zach Cleveland travels, and turnover, Tiger basketball. And we see some subs come in as a few of the seniors take a seat on the bench. Coming in for Urbana, Jermail Young, number 2, has the ball right now. And also number 23, Mario Turner, in for the Tigers. Here's Jermail Young. Pulls up, 3, off the mark there. Can't get that one to go. Tatum with some aggressive play there, tried to knock that ball around, and it goes off the hands of Trey Red. Will be Tiger basketball as senior Bryson Tatum dribbles up the court and gets it quickly to Cross, and now back to Tatum. Kicks it over to Jermail Young. Young and Turner, both juniors on the floor. Foul called there on Normal Community as they reached in and tried to knock that ball away. Jimmy Gillespie called for the foul there. Cross, another 3, and that one's good. So Chris Cross knocks down the 3, pulls the Tigers within 3. It's a 10-7 ball game. 2:19 left to play here in the first quarter. Jason Liggett, Hugo Besserhill on the Tigers Media Network. Here comes Normal Community, and that one almost thrown away. Chris Cross knocks it out, so it will be off the Tigers. Normal Community ball here. And set to inbound this is Trey Red. He finds the open man in the corner, but McCluskey can't get it to go. And going to remain Ironmen basketball here as Chris Cross gets that one knocked away from him. Looks like they're going to try to run this same inbounds play. They get it to the man down low, and he gets it to go. That's Zach Cleveland. Cleveland's 5th point of the night. And the Ironmen have a 5-point lead. It's 12-7, 1:50 left to play. Mario Turner from the corner tried to bank that one in. Can't get it to go. Normal Community finds the open man in the corner, and that is Trey Red. And Red sinks it. So now an 8-point lead for Normal Community. Coach V letting them play through this adversity here in the first. Tatum tries to get a nice little floater to go, but doesn't sink it. Normal Community pushing the pace here. Some aggressive play by Turner leaves a man open, and sinking that one is Brevin Harden from the free throw line. 10-point lead now for Normal Community. Tigers trail 17-7. Less than a minute to play here in the first quarter. Turner, pull up, jumper, no good. Rebound goes to Trey Red of Normal Community. He advances the ball up to Mitchell Sauter. Sauter now for the Ironmen. There's 20 seconds left to play here in the first, and Normal Community up by 10, 17-7. And Gillespie tries to get that one inside. Look to feed that down low to Harden, but tosses that out of bounds. So Tiger basketball with 6.1 left here in the first. See if they can get a couple more points on the board before the second quarter. Turnaround jumper there from Neal. And he's going to get a couple of shots. So, not the wisest foul there from the Ironmen, but they still find themselves up 10. Neal at the line for the Tigers. He's off the mark on the first one. Gets the second one, so 1 for 2 that trip of the line. And at the end of the first quarter, the Tigers trail by 9. It's a 17-8 ball game. The Tigers points coming from Chris Cross has 5, and Michael Neal has 3. Those are the lone Tigers points. And Hugo, what did you like, what did you not like out of that first quarter here?
Well, oh man, Normal Community, so fast. They kept, number 10 kept like, every time he received the ball, he would move so fast up the court. And it wouldn't give Urbana Tigers time to recover or to like form a defense around that.
We'll see how Coach Jones attacks this second quarter here. Hopefully the Tigers can kind of get back in the rhythm of things. As I mentioned, the rotation a little bit off as we honored our seniors here tonight, and all the seniors who played did well. But this Normal Community team, it's a tough one. So we'll see how Urbana rebounds here as the band kicks in behind us. And starting this second quarter for the Tigers, number 12, Chris Cross. I see Bryson Tatum out there. I think one of the changes is Deshaun Sanders, who's set to inbound this ball for the Tigers. He gets it up to Cross. Cross up top, over to Sanders. So we'll see if Sanders is able to shake things up here a little bit for the Tigers offense. He might do just that. Oh, I thought he was right on target there, but just a little bit short. Sanders pulled up for that long three. Normal Community finds Cleveland, and he gets the bucket. That's his 7th point of the ball game. He leads all scorers. Tatum from outside. Off the front of the rim, can't get it to fall. Tigers' shooting so far hasn't been anything to brag about. I think that's a little bit tells the story of the score as well. It's a 19-8 Ironmen lead. Travel called there. So travel on Gillespie will be Tiger basketball. Tatum set to inbound this one for Urbana and gets it to Young. 6:40 left to play here in the second quarter. It's a 19-8 Normal Community lead. Jason Liggett and Urbana High School senior Hugo Becerril. Cross pulls up. Can't get it, but a big rebound there from Sanders. And Tigers trying to get that one inside, lose the ball. They might get it back here, loose ball, Normal Community recovers. Their bench likes that, their fans like that. They're whipping the ball around pretty quick around the outside. They try to get it down low, and that one almost sails out of bounds, but they get it back up top to Trey Red. Here's Cleveland driving inside, and Cleveland gets the dunk. Gives the Ironmen fan base something to cheer about, as if they didn't already have enough. They find themselves up 13. It's a 21-8 ball game. The Tigers desperately need some points here. 5:35 left in the second quarter. Here's Jermail Young. Block set there from Chris Cross. Young tries to get that one inside, and it's broken up by the Ironmen. He was trying to find Michael Neal there, but Neal was heavily guarded by a number of defenders in orange. And another travel called there on Normal Community. Trying to get away with that extra Euro step was Peyton Roman there. Not going to get it. Jermail Young directing traffic there, hands it off to Cross. Cross tries to penetrate the inside. Some good defense so far here from the Ironmen, and that might be the difference here in this game. Tigers haven't had a whole lot of great looks, and those that they have had, they haven't been able to sink. There's another one. Pulled up for that little floater. Don't know if he was trying to draw the foul or not, but that was off the front of the rim and barely swiped it. And there's a three from downtown, Griffin McCluskey. Timeout called by Coach V. He wants to talk things over, and the Tigers need to. They're down by 16. 24-8 ball game, 4:24 left here in the second quarter. We knew it was going to be tough tonight, Hugo. We didn't think it was going to be this tough, at least not this early. It's been all Ironmen so far tonight. What do you think Urbana has to do to kind of get the momentum back? All the momentum seems to be on Normal Community side so far.
Honestly, I think we are either lacking creativity on the team right now, or the Ironman has a really, really strong defense. Because none of our players were able to, they were like, you would rarely see any of our players run in, and a lot of the Ironmen are running in our defense and just like scoring. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, we'll see if Urbana starts to try to drive inside and draw some fouls or something, but buckets certainly aren't sinking for them so far tonight. They've picked up the pace a little bit. And we have a tripping foul called there. That one goes against Normal Community, so it will be Tiger basketball underneath their own basket. Set to inbound this one is senior Chris Cross.
What? It keeps moving by itself.
It does. You kind of got to keep your hand on it there all the time.
Okay.
Hugo pulling double duty tonight, not only providing some color commentary for you, but also running the camera. We appreciate all his help. Tigers trying to get something going down low as Deshaun Sanders, but he can't get anything inside. So now Normal Community has possession of the ball with 3:37 left to play here in the first half. And another travel called. I think that's either the fourth or fifth travel called there on Normal Community. So
this is what I'm talking about. They're just running in. If it weren't for those travels, they would be up a little more.
Absolutely. Well, and you really hope that Urbana can start to convert some of these turnovers into points. They're getting some opportunities here. They just need to get a bucket. They've been stuck at 8 for quite a while now. In fact, the entire second quarter, they have not scored yet. And there's our first points of the second quarter. That's Chris Cross pulling up and sinking one. He's got 7 of the Tigers' 10. You'd like to see Cross get some help from some of his Tiger teammates here. Wide open 3 for Normal Community. And luckily for the Tigers, that one did not go. Here's Tatum driving inside and draws the foul. So that's going to be the 5th team foul there on the Ironmen. Jermel Young thought about it. He dishes it off to the side, and a little too hard on that one was Michael Neal, and dribbling inside is Young, and that one goes against the Tigers. You hear that whistle call, and anytime there's a charge, it's tough to tell. And that one against the Tigers. So they get a quick steal, though. Here's Young for 3. He's off the mark. Diving in for a rebound, at least trying to, was number 21, Michael Neal, but it goes off the Tigers. Will be Normal Community ball here. It's a 24-10 Normal Community lead. 2:20 left in the second quarter. Good defense there from Jermontre Young. And just muscling his way in there and scoring is Zach Cleveland. Cleveland's already in double digits. He's got 11. The Tigers need to find an answer for him. Need to find some answer here on the offensive side of things, more importantly. Tatum with the ball on the far side. He gets it inside to Neal. Neal back up top to Young and over to Jermontre Young. Back to Neal and over to Jermel Young. Young goes inside with it. And foul called before the bucket. So foul on the floor there. So it will be Tiger basketball. And that is Trey Red's first foul of the night. 6th team foul for the Ironmen. Chris Cross trying to find the open man, does so in Neal. Neal messing his way down low. Tatum trying to get that rebound. The ball is loose. Diving on the floor is Neal, but it is Normal Community ball. So good effort there from senior Michael Neal on senior night here at Oscar Adams Gymnasium, but to no avail on that possession as it's Normal Community ball here with just a little over a minute left to play here in the first half. And Normal Community finds himself up by 16, 26-10. Some aggressive defense here from Urbana. See how Normal Community responds. Here's McCluskey kicking it back up top to Cleveland. Cleveland wants to slow things down with 34 seconds remaining here in the first. Here's Tatum with the ball. He advances across, corner, 3, yes! Crisscross! He's got 10, he's in double digits. And
What happened?
I think the ball got tossed up and got stuck on the divider there in the rafters. I'm not entirely sure, but I know Mr. Corson had to go get another ball. Oh, outlet pass. Tigers fall asleep there, and easy bucket for Trey Red. And that's how the half's going to end. Another Trey Red. He almost made that one. My goodness. So certainly not the Tigers' half. We can hope that this one will be a tale of two halves as we head to halftime. Tigers get off to a slow start. It's a 28-13 Normal Community lead. And Hugo, what did you see in that first half that the Tigers need to improve on going into the second half?
Well, they did a lot better job blocking off the runs, especially from number 10. Number 10 was all over the place. He was up and down, left, right, everywhere. But a little bit better defense, yeah, this half.
All right, well, they showed spurts of good defense, but one thing they did not have was offense outside of Chris Cross, who has 10 of the Tigers' 13. The other 3 points coming from Michael Neal. So you really want to see if, some of your regulars, Jermel Young or Deshaun Sanders or, of course, Bryson Tatum can get going here in the second half. We'll be back with second half action. We'll see what happens here at Oscar Adams Gymnasium. Jason Liggett and Hugo Besseril. Tigers trail by 15. It's a 28-13 ball game here on the Tigers Media Network. Welcome back to Oscar Adams Gymnasium. Jason Liggett alongside Urbana High School Hugo Besseril. And Hugo, as we have a little bit of a break here, Tigers trailing by 15 before we get started in the second quarter. What are your plans for next year?
My plans for next year is either go to Eastern University or go to Parkland. But because I've already signed up for Eastern and they've accepted me, but Parkland is my second option right now. Okay.
Do you have any idea what you're looking to study, or still deciding that?
I'm still deciding that. But hopefully, maybe something like real estate, a real estate agent.
Okay. There you go. I think that'd be a fun occupation to have.
Yeah.
Well, both good schools. I attended Parkland, and my sister attended Eastern. So
interesting.
Urbana trying to battle for a rebound there, but Normal Community gets it, and sinking that bucket for the Ironmen is Jimmy Gillespie. Gillespie has 4 points on the night, and Normal Community picks up where they left off. It's a 30-13 ball game here early in the second half. Pull-up jumper from Trey Walker is good. It's his first bucket of the night, and the Tigers trim the lead to 15. They've got plenty of work left to do. And they're going to start right there. Chris Cross with the steal. He's going all the way. He draws the foul. He'll be headed to the line for 2. So Cross probably the lone bright spot on Tigers offense during that first half. He had 10 points. He looks to add to that total at the line.
Good, good.
So 1 for 2 on that trip to the foul line, and rebound goes to Normal Community. Trey Red dribbling this one up the court for the Ironmen. Back to Red on the near side. He's open for 3. And that one gets stuck in between the rim and the backboard. Jumping to get it free is Chris Cross. Will be Tigers basketball here. 5:59 left to play in the third. Tatum, far side, delivers that one to Trey Walker. Walker can't get it to go, but Cross gets the rebound and back out to Tatum. Tatum, pull up, jumper, short. Rebound in the hands of Cleveland as he draws the foul. So will be.
Number 32 is really big.
He is really big.
He's even bigger than Bryson.
Yeah, Zach Cleveland is 6'6", listed at 6'6" anyway.
Dang.
And Normal Community with a prime opportunity there to score, but unable to connect is Mitchell Sauter, and it goes out of bounds, so will be Tiger basketball here. Chris Cross dribbling up court for Urbana. He kicks that off to Walker. Walker inside, bucket, no good. Tiger rebound there. Walker finds the ball again, throws it up again, and over to that trip down the floor. Red with a nice pass. And what a look there to Jimmy Gillespie. Gillespie gets the bucket. 32-16 ball game. Chris Cross, pull up, jumper, no good. Michael Neal with the rebound. Cross tracks down the loose ball. Some good defense by Normal Community. Here's Bryson Tatum, kicks it out to Cross up front and over to Walker on the side. Cross drives inside and doesn't get it to go. There's Trey Walker causing fits in the backcourt. Normal Community gets it across though. 4 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. They're up by 16. Trey Red trying to weave that one through Tiger traffic. Tigers come away with it. And they call a jump ball. That was Makai Smith trying to go inside for Urbana, and he gets locked up by a couple of Normal Community defenders. Jump ball, possession arrow in favor of Normal Community. Yeah, first they thought it was going to be Urbana, but possession arrow in favor of Normal Community here. So will be Ironmen basketball. And foul called there by Jermel Young. Not what the Tigers wanted right there, but they're putting on some pressure, trying to create some offense by defense, but wide open lane to the basket there by Trey Red. They still can't get it. Chris Cross tracks down the loose ball rebound, and here comes Jermel Young. Kicks it off to the side, back to Young. Tatum, 3, yes! And there's Bryson Tatum's first points of the night, coming with 3:30 left in the third quarter. They're gonna need him to step up here big if the Tigers wanna make a run at this one. It's a 32-19 ball game in favor of Normal Community. And there we go. So good defense there from Michael Neal. And that one goes out of bounds off Normal Community. Going to be Tiger basketball here. Cross inbounds this one to Young. Jermel Young back to Cross, and then Cross feeds it right back out top to Young. Young sets up the offense, drives inside, pull-up jumper. Rims around, but doesn't fall. And the Ironmen find the open man in Griffin McCluskey, and McCluskey sinks a three to put them back up by 16. Jermel Young with a long three, couldn't get it to go, and chasing down that rebound was Makai Smith, and gets it out to Tatum. Tatum dribbling inside, floater, good. So Bryson Tatum with 5 points now, all coming in this third quarter, this second half of the third quarter at that. So Tigers back within 14. It's a 35-21 ball game. Urbana's been struggling to score here tonight. A little bit of a combination of good defense by Normal Community and just Tigers being off the mark. Just a little bit out of rhythm, it appears.
You said that number 32 was 6'6", right?
Yes, that's what he's listed at anyway on the stat sheet.
Okay, dang. Because number 10 is causing us a lot of trouble, but also number 32. Oh.
Right, yeah, Trey Red is number 10 and Zach Cleveland number 32. And they have been a dynamic duo here for Normal Community tonight.
Oi.
So Urbana basketball, minute 55 left in the third quarter. Jason Liggett, Hugo Besseril, Urbana High School senior. And here's Jermel Young, kicks it outside to Saunders, and Deshaun Sanders knocks that one down. Sanders gets a three. It's his first of the evening. And Tigers trail by 11 now. And 5 seconds called there on Normal Community. So whenever you have the ball out of bounds, you have 5 seconds to pass it in, and they didn't get it in. Some good defense there by Urbana, so it will be Urbana basketball. They get it out right underneath their own hoop to Tatum.
That's the same thing for a soccer goalie. If he catches it, he only has 6 seconds to kick it back, or it's an indirect free kick.
Gotcha. So there's some similarities of two different sports. We always don't think about being too similar.
Mm-hmm. True that.
Tigers called for the push there and give it right back to Normal Community. We'll see if they can get the rebound, and they do just that. Pulling that one down for the Tigers is Michael Neal. He gets it out to Tatum. And Tatum over to Deshaun Sanders now. Sanders back to Tatum. Just a little over a minute remaining here in the third quarter. Tigers trail by 11. You'd certainly love to cut this to single digits. Cross pulls up for a three. Chris Cross.
That's good.
He's got 14 on the night. And the Tigers trail by just 8 now. It's a 35-27 ball game. 54 seconds left here in the third. And hopefully Urbana can start to pull things together here as they inch a little bit closer.
Who called the timeout?
I think that was Normal Community. I'm not, oh no, I think it was Urbana in fact.
Interesting.
Well, and we had talked about, Hugo, at the start of this second half that the Tigers needed to come out guns a-blazing and fire away and sink some buckets, and they were really unable to do that the first half of this third quarter. But the last few minutes have been a different story. Bryson Tatum coming alive with a couple of buckets, and Chris Cross continuing a decent scoring night here. He's got 14 and leads the way for the Tigers. They've got 27 total. Still trailing by 8 here, so they still got work left to do. Normal community basketball. They get it inside to Red, and Trey Red dribbling down for Normal Community. 46 seconds remaining here in the third.
Interesting. Because, Urbana has come, their attacking has been a lot better now. They're more aggressive now. Because they in the first half, I feel like they were trying to shoot a lot more than trying to dive in.
Yeah, they've been aggressive here in this third quarter, and I think some of that is, they continue to be aggressive because it's working, right? It's throwing Normal Community off their game a little bit.
Yep.
And that might have been a point that Coach V touched on at halftime. I will note they weren't in the locker room for all that long, especially when they were trailing by double digits. Sometimes you'll see a coach really get after his team, but that's not really Coach V's style. He had him back out here and shooting jumpers, still 3 minutes remaining. In fact, they were out here before Normal Community.
Yeah, they were shooting over here and warming up, and then I saw Normal Community coming out a little later. Dang, it's kind of getting heated up there. Oh, down there.
Chris Cross almost had a hand on that one, but Normal Community able to rebound, gets that down inside to Gillespie, and Gillespie dribbles it up, banks it off the backboard. 5 seconds now. See if Young is aware of the time. He dribbled all the way inside. Some nice maneuvers there from Jermail Young, but not able to get that bucket to fall. So after 3, the Tigers trail by 10. It's a 37-27 ball game, but that third quarter really was a bright spot for Urbana. They scored 13 the entire first half, and they scored 14 there in just the third quarter. So we'll see if Urbana can continue to get some stops and make this an interesting game down the stretch, Hugo.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully, because this game is really something.
Absolutely, and something that the seniors will remember for years to come, as it's senior night. They announced all 5 senior basketball players before the game, along with all the senior cheerleaders, and they announced the senior members of the band during halftime, and they had quite a few seniors hit that. As far as the basketball team, they were talking about all their favorite memories throughout the 4 years of playing. Do you have a couple of favorite memories that you'll remember fondly of high school?
Yeah, mostly soccer. Soccer was a lot of my high school time memories, or at least the fun ones.
Absolutely. And help me out with the timeline. You had both coaches, right? Your first couple of years, did you have Coach Randy Blackman?
Yep.
Okay.
I had Randy Blackman. I was JV for Randy Blackman for both years, and then after Barkley took over, I was on the varsity team.
Okay, gotcha. Cross in the corner, off the front of the rim. Rebound to Normal Community. As we start this fourth quarter, Normal Community up by 10. It's a 37-27 ball game here at Oscar Adams Gymnasium. Jason Liggett alongside Urbana High School senior Hugo Bisseril on the Tigers Media Network. We appreciate you tuning in and joining us tonight, streaming live on our Facebook page. It's at Urbana Public TV. Or watching later on YouTube or Urbana Public Television, Comcast Xfinity's channel 6 and 1096. AT&T UVerse channel 99 and i3 Broadband channel 6. 7 minutes left to play here in the fourth, and Normal Community taking their time as they're up by 10. No need for them to score, but they do get called for the travel there. That's Gillespie trying to get away with an extra step on his way to the basket. It is Tiger basketball. Deshaun Sanders passes it back to Jermail Young. Young dishes it over to Chris Cross, and Cross looks to set a pick here for Young. They do just that. Jermail Young driving inside. He gets that one blocked by Zach Cleveland. And you've mentioned Cleveland's height a couple of times tonight, Hugo, and there you see it in full effect. He reached up like nobody's business and just swatted that one out of the air. And taking that one to the hoop is Jimmy Gillespie. Gillespie's in double digits. He's got 10 points. Here's Deshaun Sanders up top, kicks it over to Cross. I think this is some of the toughest defense that the Tigers have faced here this year.
Again.
Yeah, he blocked that one right as the whistle called there. But yeah, he not only has that height, Zach Cleveland does, he's got those long arms as well. So we saw him reach right over Jermel Young. But Young headed to the line for a couple of shots here as Tigers down by 12. Make that 11, now 39-28. 5:59 left to play here in the fourth quarter. And battling for that rebound is Michael Neal. Not able to come up with it, though, as it's normal community ball. They get to the big man down low, and he backs right up to the basket and throws it in. That's Cleveland, his 13th point of the night. Long three there. Oh, man, that would have been a big three. Jermel Young had that one circle in and out. Tatum rips down the rebound after a miss by Cleveland. Back to Tatum now. He thought about that long three and gets called for the walk. You saw that little hesitation step there by Tatum, which gets the call. He pulled up like he thought about that three and took an extra step there before he started dribbling.
Uh.
41-28. It's a 13-point ball game. Tigers trail. 4:56 left to play, and they've got to go on a run here soon. Otherwise, they're going to run out of time. McCluskey looks to inbound this one and gets it to Trey Red. Red looks ahead, and they get it down low once again to Zach Cleveland. Urbana having trouble to find an answer for him. And swatting that one out of play is Trey Red for Normal Community. So that's one time tonight that we didn't see the press necessarily work in Urbana's favor, as Normal Community able to find the open man. Jermel Young looking for something. He tosses it out front, and chasing that one down is Jermontre Young. Jermontre up top for the Tigers. Pull-up floater, no good, out of bounds off of Normal Community. Will be Tiger basketball underneath their own hoop. They trail by 15. It's a 43-28 ball game. 4:22 left to play here in the game. Here's Jermel Young. Picks that there by Neal. Nice feed to Neal. And Neal fires away at the basket. He draws the foul. Real nice pass there from Young to Neal. And getting called for that foul is Zach Cleveland. Cleveland leads all scorers with 15. Chris Cross leading Urbana with 14. 10 of Cross's 14 came in the first half. So it's always good to score when the clock is not running if you're Urbana in this situation, but they still got an uphill battle here with 4 minutes left and down by 14. Normal Community moving that ball around pretty good as the Tigers continue to pressure. Red kicks it off to McCluskey. McCluskey finds Cleveland, and around they go here. Here's Cleveland down low, turns around, gets the bucket and the foul. And he's having himself a night. He's got 17.
I was distracted by it again.
It's all right. We're a team. We're here together. Tatum gets the rebound on that one, dribbles up and gets the putback. Bryson Tatum with 7 points tonight. Trims the lead to 14. Just over 3 minutes left to play here. And Tigers have to pressure pretty aggressively here. We saw Tatum almost get that one. Out to McCluskey. McCluskey goes down low to Cleveland and back out to McCluskey. Here's Cleveland, less than 3 minutes to play. Normal Community up by 14. And they're just tossing this one around. They know they have no reason to score up by that many. They just need to keep the ball moving. And that they do. Urbana doesn't have too much to answer with.
What happened?
Sanders committed the foul there. Coach V wanted a timeout there and couldn't get the timeout because Tigers didn't have possession of the ball. So to get the timeout, they had to commit a foul, so there was a dead ball situation.
Oh, okay.
So that so Tigers running out of time here, Hugo. It has not been their night. They just haven't gotten into a good rhythm here. And to be honest, I mean, 45 points for Normal Community, they haven't been anything to take your breath away, but their defense has been stifling, and Urbana just hasn't been able to knock down their shots tonight, and really struggling on the offensive side of things as they find themselves down by 14, 2:35 left to play here in the fourth.
Yeah, number 32 has been a really tough on the attacking of Urbana. Every time we try to do a layup, he's always there blocking, or at least there trying to block.
Yep, absolutely, and maybe some more sad news for Tigers fans. Zach Cleveland, number 32, as you referenced, is just a sophomore. So we're going to have to face him for 2 more full years,
Oh my
two
God.
more full seasons.
Just a sophomore.
So, yeah, he definitely has a bright high school career ahead of him. 6'6" now, and I don't know whether he's done growing or not, but he doesn't need to grow anymore. He's good enough already. Here's Tatum driving inside, can't get it to go, and that's kind of been the story of the night for Urbana, with just over 2 minutes left to play, and Normal Community is going to toss this one around some more and kill off some clock. Trey Red right in front of the basket, and he gets the bucket. Tigers get it down to Cross. Cross, corner three, contested, no good. He came up short, and rebound goes to Red and the Ironmen. Tatum over to Young. Young drives inside, and he's off the mark there. Tried to bank that one in, but the momentum sent that ball sailing in the wrong direction. And rebound to the Ironmen, and they're up by 18, 49-31, 1:23 left to play. And coming up for the layup is Jimmy Gillespie. Gillespie's got 14 on the night. And Coach V going to take a timeout, get some subs in as Urbana waves the white flag a little bit here. So just a tough pill to swallow here on senior night, Hugo. This Tigers team, I know you said you haven't been out to see them much this season, but it's usually a totally different story here at Oscar Adams Gymnasium, or at least it has been the past couple of seasons. They like to push the ball, be aggressive, and knock down some of the longest threes and all unbelievable shots you'll see. The shots just haven't been falling for them tonight, and credit to Normal Community for having a good game plan, playing some strong defense, and getting the ball down low to Zach Cleveland. But Urbana just didn't have their best showing here tonight at senior night, and the scoreboard reflects that as they're down by 20 with a minute left to play.
Yep.
Over and back there on Normal Community, so it will be Tiger basketball. 38 seconds left here to play. Chris Cross, long three. He adds to his point total. He's got 17 on the night. Tigers up to 34, and knocking that one out of play is Michael Neal. Neal's had some good hustle defensive plays here tonight. As we see another one right there. Cross able to get that ball. Cross feeds it over to number 22 in Smith. And then they get it to Trey Walker, and Walker not able to connect on that. Chris Cross gets the rebound up to Tatum. Tatum pulls up, jumper, no good. And Normal Community gets the rebound, and that will do it. As the final tick of the clock goes here, it's a 51-34 final. The Tigers just never got things going offensively, and that's the story of the night. So 51-34, Normal Community comes to the Oscar Adams Gymnasium on the road and gets the big win against a very tough Tigers team on an off night. And not the way we wanted to see this one end, but Hugo, I certainly appreciate your work tonight and hope you had a good time bringing this game to the fans at home with me.
Yeah, no problem. It was really fun. I really liked the game and how they were playing. Both teams did a really good job, but I hate losing, so I'm a little mad.
Well, you can't win them all. We'll lace them up and try again next time. 51-34, Tigers fall. We'll see you again on the Tigers Media Network.